Oh, internet YouTube people. Now, if you don't know, you probably will probably guess that I really like Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, he's on my channel. It's like on my if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see my little channel thing. Forgot what it was called. Just my channel has Sonic Forces on it, and then just a background, when you get to the home page or for my channel, you just see Sonic games. I like Sonic a lot, mainly because of his meme status and the fact that some of the games are just so hilarious and just over the top. Mainly Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, and Sonic Heroes being a few of them. So, that me thinking, Sonic Forces came out about 3 months ago. I thought it was relatively okay. It had problems, but it was still decent. Mainly because it was short. It was short and fast, the way I like games to be. But after a couple months of reflecting on it, I want to explain what I would change about Sonic Forces. What could have made that game a lot better than it actually was? And I have a couple things. Well, first of all, the first thing I would change is make the game dark. Really dark. 100% dark. Go full Shadow the Hedgehog dark. Because some of you might not like that, but with some of the recent Sonic games, they've just become way too childish. And I know that's kind of petty to say because the games are geared towards children. I know, but personally, when the Sonic games get really hilarious, it's when they get super dark. Like Shadow the Hedgehog, that game is so dark it becomes a comedy, and this Sonic Forces was almost that, but they didn't go all the way with it. And I mean, also there was no cursing. I mean, Shadow the Hedgehog had cursing. That had an E10 rating. Why can't you just do the same thing with Sonic Forces? I would love to see that. Would have been amazing. And also, another thing, I guess the second thing I would change, really, is Infinite. Now, I love Infinite's design, his theme song, just the way he looks and acts. Amazing. But the one thing I would change is his origin. His origin is, let's just say fatally flawed. Because if you played Sonic Forces or played episode Shadow of Sonic Forces like I have, see, Infinite was originally a part of the Jackal Squad, and then he got wiped out by Shadow, and then Shadow basically just called him pathetic, and then Infinite had a mental breakdown because he's a teenager. It's I'm not weak. And then he becomes Infinite like that. Boom. I'm really? That's the best, that's the best you got? I mean, come on, writers. Do better. So, I would have changed it to, he sees his whole squad get just wiped out. And then, Shadow, he's, I guess beats him up so bad, and right when he's about to get that final blow, he doesn't, and just destroys him verbally. So Infinite's just there with all his fallen comrades, and then he gets revenge, and then he just goes insane, and then he becomes Infinite. That's what I would have done, personally. It would have been a lot better. It would have made a lot more sense than what they did. So that's the second thing. So the first thing, things we have so far is tone and Infinite's backstory. Third thing is, I guess, Tails. Tails was just terrible in this game, and I know some of you might get mad. I know my friend Ellis, shout out to her, she might get mad at this, but Tails was just awful. He was useless. He did nothing. He was just such a wimp. Even though in other games he clearly he can like fight for himself. He can stand up for himself. In this game, he acts like just the nerdy kid that like just cowers at everything, just like gets scared of everything, and it really annoyed me. So I would make him a lot more serious. And actually, I think about it, Ella's gonna be mad at me again for saying this, but I think they should have killed Tails. I know that sounds horrible, but they should have killed Tails. I guess because it would have given like more motivation, for Sonic and friends to really destroy Eggman and whatnot. So yeah, either like make Tails more serious or just kill him completely. So the fourth thing is Knuckles. They should have given Knuckles a bigger role because Knuckles is the king of memes. Uganga Knuckles is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Knuckles deserved better. Okay? Out of all the Sonic characters, I guess a lot of them have become memes, but he's the biggest meme. And if they're going to capitalize on this, what if they were going to, like, he should have had a much bigger role in the game. He should have been playable. Maybe they'll do episode Knuckles. I'd love to see that. But I don't think it'll happen. But also, Sega, Sonic Team, Sonic the Hedgehog channel, Aaron Weber, any of you are watching this, please think about putting in some DLC, put in episode Knuckles and episode Silver. Those two would be great additions to the game. So Knuckles should have a much bigger role than he has. I mean, he was the commander, which was cool, but he should have a much bigger role. And finally, the fifth thing I would change would be Sonic and his torturing, because in the game, they say he was tortured, and this is one of those things where they tell, don't show. Or show, they didn't show, like in most, pretty much a lot of things, a lot of bad things, they tend to not show, but only tell the things. That's really annoying. So I think they should have showed him getting tortured, at least a couple minutes of it, like a minute or two. Him just getting tortured, like in just beaten up, or just like hitting him with a stick, or Eggman's robot just punching him, or getting tasered, or like electrocuted, or something. Something would have been nice. And the fact that he just looks all normal while he's just in prison and whatnot is because either he really fought through it or he's a complete psychopath. And in order to avoid that, they should have just allowed him just to at least a little bit show the fans what really happened. That's how I would have done it personally. So yeah, those are the 5 things I would have changed about Sonic Forces. So to recap, 5 things are tone, Infinite's backstory, Tails' role, Knuckles' role, and the whole Sonic being tortured thing. Those are the 5 things I would change. And if they would change all those, I think the game would have been a lot better. Or worse, depending on your point of view. But in my point of view, it would be a lot better. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Hope Sega's watching this. Love all the Sonic games, even the bad ones. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time. I am out.